Yeah, let's go. Sunday Night Football, prime time. I got another parlay. I'm sure you got your props as well. Must win for the Chiefs. This first time they've been 0-2 in the Patrick Mahomes era. Both teams are 0-2. Who would have thought you'd say that about the Chiefs going into a primetime game in week 3?
Yeah, I think this is a spot that the Chiefs have to win. Like, there is no – I will be putting so many Chiefs legs in my parlay this week. Like, every single parlay I have is going to cap off with the Kansas City Chiefs on Sunday Night Football in a must-win spot. And if you're the New York Giants, you should be salivating at the mouth that you get the chance to end the Chiefs dynasty. Because if you go 0-3 into the Kansas City Chiefs and that involves a loss to the New York Giants, you're probably done. There's no doubt about it. They can definitely get back. They can get back, but you can't start 0-3 if you're the Kansas City Chiefs and have any expectation of being a Super Bowl team. If anybody could do it, it's probably Patrick Mahomes. I still don't think it's going to happen. I think they get a win on Sunday night.
Well, if any team out there is used to ending AFC dynasties, it's the New York Giants.
Yeah, but that's Eli Manning. That's not the New York Giants. That's not Brian Dable. Brian Dable's used to ending a pack of donuts at Dunkin'.
Hey, that was low.
He's fat again, and that's why everyone thought they were going to be good because he got fat and he started wearing Jordans during training camp, and they suck.
Have you seen the documentary about the people who go on Biggest Loser and then they gain all the weight when they leave?
I don't know. Like, just as somebody who has lost 140 pounds, like I personally, it takes a sick individual to go gain it back. I don't know how you could ever gain it back because I don't know why you'd want to put yourself through that pain again to lose it.
I mean, they basically dive into a lot of the very unhealthy stuff. There's a lot of like evil psychological pressure from the coaches, and they give them a bunch of caffeine supplements. They said they weren't going to give them during the show, and they starve their bodies to the point that they get injured. And so the people go home injured and they just sit around and they gain the weight back. Like it was pretty nasty. Some of the stuff they had to go through, actually.
Biggest Loser was dangerous. Like that, they lost like 100 pounds in like 3 months.
Yeah, it was really bad. They were eating, again, they were detailing it on the documentary, but they would eat like 800 calories in a day and work out for 6 hours.
No, that was a wild with Jillian Michaels and I forget the other trainer's name.
Bob something.
Yeah, that was a wild. Like they would lose weight. They would lose 100 pounds in 3 months. I think. I don't know if it was extreme, but it was pretty crazy what they would do. But again, even if you get injured and you have a rough time and you lose all this weight and now you're sitting at home, you're still skinny. Like the weight doesn't just come back on. Like that's the thing. You have to eat to get it back on. So even if you'd have an unhealthy way of losing that 100 pounds, it's not going to come back on if you just live a balanced lifestyle and eat 2,000 calories a day and go for a freaking walk, you know?
Well, okay. So I got to be honest. I'm very thankful that my parents put me in sports when I was young. I'm very thankful that I enjoy being active because I eat a lot. And I wake up every morning and my stomach hurts because I'm hungry and I need to eat. So if I wasn't into working out and everything, I would probably be pretty huge.
But like, even if you just eat 2,000 calories, like, and you can eat like vegetable, obviously people don't want like vegetables and all these like filling things, but like you eat a lot of fiber, you eat vegetables, you get a lot of bang for your buck in terms of calorie. I just don't know how these people put it back on. It blows my mind. Have you seen the guy on Instagram, Ethan Bernard, he's like the big redhead who's losing a bunch of weight?
I haven't, no.
Check him out. He's pretty cool. I don't know if that was his last name, but his first name's Ethan. But anyways, we're kind of getting off topic. But Brian Dable, I think NFL coaches are better when they're fat, for sure.
Ooh, that's a good thought.
Let's just go through a list real quick. NFL.
Well, are we doing current NFL? I mean, Andy Reid's fat.
No, we got to do current head coaches. I mean, so Gannon's skinny. He hasn't done anything yet. Raheem Morris will get fired. John Harbaugh's good. Can't win a big game. Buffalo, Sean McDermott, good. Can't win a big game. Dave Canales is nothing. Ben Johnson sucks. Zach Taylor sucks. Kevin Stefanski, whatever. Schottenheimer, Sean Payton, he's a little pudgy.
Yeah, but he's old.
Yeah. Dan Campbell hasn't won a big game yet.
Dan Campbell's fat. I mean, he's also muscular, but he's fat.
He's not fat. He's
one of those people that has just a massive frame to begin with, and now he's kind of added some weight onto that.
So I actually going through the Vrabel's fat.
Andy Reid is fat.
Dable's fat. Going through the list of NFL head coaches, honestly, I don't think the principle works. Dan Quinn's fat. Like, there's not fat NFL head coaches anymore. There's really
yeah, I'm looking at the list.
You got to go off. You got to go off college coaches,
and maybe older NFL coaches. Belichick was fat.
Belichick was very fat, but like you go to college head coaches, best college head coach like Kirby Smart's fat.
Kirby Smart's fat.
A little bit.
Ryan Day's fat.
Ryan Day's a little chubby. Davo Sweeney, wild press conference from him the other day, but I wouldn't call him fat. Marcus Freeman is not fat. Sark is not fat.
Kalen DeBoer is not fat, but he's young, so that it kind of cancels out.
Dan Lanning's not fat. James Franklin's not
he's
fat.
Young too. That doesn't count.
There's not fat coaches anymore. Wow.
We need a Lance Leopold, the Kansas coach.
Yeah. We really need some fat coaches. Because I used to think that fat head coaches were better. There's not a lot of fat coaches out there.
Okay, so should we get back on topic here?
Money line, Chiefs -5.5. Patrick Mahomes over the passing yards, which is set at 230.
Yeah, 230 something. Yeah.
If Worthy comes back, if Worthy doesn't come back, I'd probably stay away. But if Worthy's back, I would take the over there. I'll take the Chiefs to cover the spread. I'll also take Travis Kelce over his receiving yards of 44.5. Malik Nabers over his receiving yards of 79.5. That's kind of where I'm at with this game. I'm taking all overs. I think it's going to be a high scoring affair. And I think it's one that if you are Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, go win me the football game. Put the game on him. Don't worry about running the ball. And you're not going to be able to run the ball against New York Giants front seven. You're going to have to throw the ball quick. Also have one more prop too. This reminded me. Mahomes over 32.5 passing attempts. Love that prop.
Okay. Chiefs versus Giants, 3-leg parlay for me, plus 263 odds. Not the biggest parlay in the world, but I like it a lot. I'm going to go Chiefs money line. I'm not going to put the spread because, I mean, why would you with what they've done so far this season? I think if I had to pick, I would take them to cover, but I'll just be safe. I'll take them on the money line because they're going to win. That if they don't win, hell's going to freeze over. Pigs are going to fall out of the sky. Everything's going to happen. I'll take Russell Wilson under 226.5 passing yards. I know he was outstanding against the Cowboys. I saw it too. I also saw firsthand because I was at the game. He was atrocious against the Commanders, completed like 40% of his passes, under 200 yards. The Chiefs blitzed Jalen Hurts on something like 65% of his dropbacks last week, and they had success doing it. Jalen didn't even get to 100 yards in the game. When the Commanders played the Giants in week 1, the Commanders were just blitzing the crap out of Russell Wilson, and he was so squeamish, he basically stopped even trying to throw the ball in the third quarter. He would just scramble every time. So I think the Chiefs are going to roll over that game plan. I think they're just going to blitz the hell out of him. Russ goes under, and I'll take Kareem Hunt over 28.5 rushing yards. He's terrible at football. I get it, but they still continue to give him carries. I think the Chiefs will dominate time of possession. I think you get to the third, fourth quarter, you know you're going to win. You just run the football, and it's 28.5 rushing yards. If you get 4 good runs, you're over this line.
Him and Pacheco both kind of suck.
They both suck.
They both suck. They both just run with their heads straight down and right into the back of their offensive lineman.
I don't know why the Chiefs feel that they can do this to Mahomes. And I'm not like here to defend them and be like, oh, woe is me. Oh, poor Patrick Mahomes. But like if you just look around, you've got a rookie left tackle. You've got your receivers are Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown, and Tyquan Thornton, who you just signed because he was released by the Patriots. Worthy is injured. Even when Worthy's healthy, he's not a number 1 receiver. Even when Rashee Rice is available, not speeding with guns, he's not a number 1 receiver. He's a number 2. Your running backs are awful. Travis Kelce's 38 years old. I don't know why they feel like this is a Super Bowl level offense just because you have Patrick Mahomes. You still got to give him some help.
Yeah, you got to give him help. They don't need it this year to win this football game, though. This is one where the Giants go get the job done, or the Chiefs go in and win, get the job done.
Yeah, this is why I was beefing with Giants fans during the offseason because Giants fans were trying to insist that they're a 500 football team, and I was saying, okay, if you just look at the roster and you say, I could see this team going 500, that part's fair. But when you look at their schedule, and I've said this so many times before, but they start at Commanders, at Cowboys. We now know they're 0-2. You get the Chiefs, and then you get the Chargers. That's 0-4. You're at the Saints. Maybe you get a win. So you're 1-4. Then you have Eagles at Broncos, at Eagles, 49ers, at Bears, Packers, Lions, at Patriots, Commanders, Vikings, at Raiders, Cowboys. You could win 3 games all year. I mean, that schedule is just so tough.
It's brutal. You don't have a ton of talent. I mean, we'll see Jackson Dart at some point this season. I think the only way Brian Dable saves his job for another year is just by having Jackson Dart play, because at least you can say, well, halfway through the season, we weren't getting the job done and we went Jackson Dart and he looked good. And, we don't want to change coaches for another year. We'll see what year one of Jackson Dart looks like after a half season, year 1.5.
Yeah. And Dart's either got to be good or he's got to improve as the year goes on. If he just goes out there and throws a million picks, Dable's probably gone.